Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Heavensward. In the last episode, we came out here to the Sea of Clouds to try to get some information about where the Archbishop's airship may have gotten off to. And when we arrived, we encountered some Vanu who were being attacked by some Imperial soldiers. We dispatched the Imperial soldiers, much to the gratitude of the Vanu, and it turns out that the Vanu that we saved was a member of a friendly tribe. Over here, the Zundu, I believe they are. And they actually did have some information for us about the Archbishop and his airship. That they are looking for the key to Azys Law, which is some sort of Allegan facility, and so that's why they're out here. Unfortunately, at least unfortunately for the Archbishop, the Bismarck primal that was summoned by the other hostile Vanu tribe ate the island that the key to Azys Law was situated on. So, yeah. They're trying to get it retrieved from Bismarck. The Imperials are in the area also trying, I guess, to gain access to that key and everything else. So it's all a bit of a big mess going on out here in the Sea of Clouds at the moment. Though we have an idea of how to destroy Bismarck and gain the key for ourselves. And what we're going to do is we're going to tow one of the crystalline islands out here behind the Enterprise and use it as bait to lure in Bismarck, and then use the Ishgardian dragon killers to basically harpoon it and reel it in, and then attack it at close range. That's going to be the plan. So, we are pretty much ready to go on that. And so we need to enter the duty finder to begin the Bismarck primal battle. So, this is called Bismarck and the Limitless Blue. Alright. So let's go ahead and queue in. It's going to be a trial Limitless Blue Heart. There it is. And now we wait. As usual. And what we might do while we're waiting is take care of a few things. We have some things to do down here in Camp Cloudtop, so we're going to head down there. Alright, we're up to 3 of the 4 DPS and 1 of the 2 healers. So, alright. Let's go ahead and talk to Rontremont, which we need to deliver a battle standard to him, because one of his friends recently passed. Good evening, adventurer. What can I do for you? Here's the battle standard. From House Helenart. The battle standard of the Steel Vigil, charred by flame just as I remember, though there is much I wish I could not remember from that day. In the wake of the calamity, we're all but defenseless, and Zavara and Safat saw fit to give us no quarter. I should hope to never again see a battle so bloody. He laid down his life for our nation, for the few of us who escaped with our lives. A true leader to the bitter end, will always treasure the years spent under him, but I am not worthy of a memento such as this. Though she may be reluctant to accept it, Lady Leniate should be the one to have this. I realize she has her own way to deal with grief, and I suspect that's why she did not attend the ceremony, but in all my years serving House Helenart, They have never been the sort to simply let go of family. Please, friend, take the battle standard to her. Very well. I actually have to deliver something to Lenny anyway. So we're going to go ahead and head on over to her station and turn in a couple of things there. Let's see, where was she? She was over here, right. Oh, there is a Aether Current. Let's go ahead and grab that while we're over here. Alright, there she is. Wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Alright, honoring the past. Oh, there, Ayame. Is there something you need? I have the battle standard for you. The battle standard from the Steel Vigil. You are too kind. This is a most unexpected gift. Unpronounceable was a good man, always ready to put his men's needs before his own. They were a family, and they mourned his loss like family, though I wish they had not followed Francel's example. He insisted on a post in Central Kurthus, hoping to avenge him someday, and Claude's men were quick to follow suit. But I refused to dwell in the past, grieving at gatherings year after year. Is not what he would have wanted. Nay, he would have me live my own life and fulfill my own dreams. His passing was a great loss to our house, but such hardships are not unfamiliar to us. Times are hard, but we will move forward, and in time, Ishgard will become the great nation he believed it could be, free of war. Alright, I will take the strength materia. We got ourselves an Aether Current from there. Ah, Yummy, your luck will brings you here to Clamp Cloud Top. If there's aught you require, you need only ask. I have this rose-scented letter to deliver you from... I believe it was one of Count Fortomp's sons. The younger one, if I recall. Rose oil? Ugh, a letter from Lord Eminelane. Yes. I'm terribly sorry about this. I never imagined he would attempt something so shameless. I'm afraid to say he's always been like this. House Helenart and House Fortomp have always maintained good relations, and as such, those close in years often spend time together from an early age. I spent much of my youth playing together with Lord Eminelane, but now I fear he still clings too tightly to memories of our youth, though I admit it is sometimes to my benefit. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for Torsifers. No doubt he asked you to come in his place. I can sympathize with his anxiety over upsetting Lord Eminelane, but this is no way to treat a guest. Please accept this as a token of my apology. I realize it's not much, but it is all I can offer at present. Alright, I'll take whatever it is. And what is... Ladies of House Helenard of age with me? I suppose I could only be Marielle. I'll not forget what this is for. But as you say, as a child, she promised to be wed. I have heard no such thing. At any rate, you must talk with her yourself to know if she is the one you seek. Okay, so... You happen across a young man torn between personal desires and obligations. A young boy, he promised he would wed. When he came of age. Okay, I can sort of remember this. This runs counter to his present goal of becoming a temple knight, which forbids marriage. While undertaking training, he shamefully admits he cannot recall the girl's name, but remembers she was a ward of House Halenart. He asks, you find her and tell her she need not worry of fulfilling their promise. Okay. She probably doesn't even remember the guy. We're still only at 1 healer and 3 DPS, so this is probably going to take a while. Oh, well. Well, now we switched over to 1 tank and no healer and 3 DPS. Alright, there's Marielle. A promise of marriage? Now that you mention it, why yes, I do believe I made such a promise. But I was just a child. Who would think to remember such a thing after all these years? Besides, I have sworn to serve Lady Leniate. My only concerns now are fulfilling my duties and the protection of Camp Cloudtop. Whoever this boy is, he need not worry of old, forgotten promises. I suspected as much. Alright, so that cleans up that couple of quests that have been sitting in my log for quite a while now. Good. Alright. I think with that stuff out of the way, now it's just a matter of waiting for this oh, now we're down to only 1 DPS. Okay, this is going to be a wait, I think. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead, pause the recording here, and then once this thing finally does initiate, we'll be back. Alright, there we are. Let's go ahead and commence. Alright, so there is Bismarck. We are on the island that's being towed by the Enterprise. And as soon as someone's done watching the cutscene, we can go ahead and get started. Alright. Yep, and when he slams the island, it stuns everybody, and that does come into play. Alright, first thing we need to do is deal with these Vanu. Now, that attack will knock you back, and knock you off if you're not careful. Firing the dragon killers. Bring the boss over. Looks back and attack the Titan Carapace. And the boss is going to shake us off. There we go. Alright, we're gonna have more Vanu here. Why does someone keep hitting the Magitech device? We don't need that yet. Okay, we broke the chitin. Alright, now we need to kill these two dragon creatures. They need to be tanked separately, or it's bad. And they need to die as fast as possible, or Bismarck's ultimate attack will kill us. Oh, gotta watch out for those tornadoes. Hit by the tornado. Get out of the way. Oh, change directions. All right. Alright, we survived the ultimate, and now it's pretty much the same thing. We should have some more Vanu ads. We need to wipe them out. Yeah, Bismarck does tend to hit the island and stun you when these guys are doing their knockback attacks. So you gotta be careful about where you're standing. Make sure you aren't gonna be knocked back into or off the edge. Die. Bring him back over again. And this time we need to attack the exposed part of his back, the corona. Didn't quite kill it. Alright, now this corona is not going to last long. there it goes. Alright, so there we are. I guess I'll just give someone a combination. There we go. Alright, now you will notice that we did not have any of the cutscenes that we normally get, because this is actually the second time that I am running this battle, because I lost the entire recording of the first attempt. So, what we're going to do is we're going to leave here, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to replay the cutscenes, at least the cutscene when you leave here, from an in-room, because you can actually rewatch any cutscenes from the story from an in-room. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave, and we'll watch the cutscene. Okay, so here we are in the in-room, and I guess this is a good opportunity that, you know, if you do want to rewatch a cutscene, or you missed it, or had to skip one, and you want to come back and rewatch, you come into an in-room, which you can get in any of the major cities, and then you come to the Unending Journey here, and we go ahead and head into there, and then we head all the way over to... let's see, Beast Tribe quests, side quests. No, main scenario quests. We should see Heavensward, main scenario quests, and Bolt, Chain, and Island. And then we can watch any one of the cutscenes. So, reflect quest progression. So I guess we'll go ahead and watch all these. So this should be the intro cutscene when Bismarck comes in. Alright, and then the second cutscene. I'm not exactly sure which one that is. Let's see. Okay, so that's when Bismarck dies. This should be... what is that? 4, 5, 6... okay, well... this should be the cutscene that plays after you leave. No, I think that's a cutscene that plays if you fail. Okay, interesting. What's this one? Okay, so that is the key to Azys Law that emerges from the body of Bismarck. And then next is going to be, I guess, the whole thing where you go into that kind of area with the crystals all around you, I think.
Warrior light, beloved Eidolon, all made darkness, light to none known. Hark, receive blessing, small.
Alright, so you can see that we're starting to get the Blessing of Light back from Eidolon. Alright, so the next one, let's see what that is.
So falls the Lord of Mists, as did all others before him. How many times does this make, Warrior of Light? Ah, how much you have grown, far beyond the limits of mere mortals.
She has what we seek?
That she does. The key to Azizla and the secrets of Alag. I see you have regained the blessing of light, albeit at a fraction of its former strength.
My thanks to you, Ascian. And to you as well, Warrior of Light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck. Now that the key is within our grasp, the path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare. By our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
Okay, so yep, there we have the Archbishop and his Ascian buddies show up and take the key. And they're off to Azizla. So, there's another scene here, which I think lets us see exactly what Azizla actually is. If I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and show that. Okay, so yeah, there we have Az's Law, a massive floating Allagan construct. Now, when you get out of there, unfortunately we won't be able to see any of the dialogue that comes after that. But basically, the only thing that really happened after that is you get dumped back out where you normally enter the Bismarck fight. And you have a chat with Alphino, and he apologizes for, not noticing what was going on, and the fact that he was, in the engineering compartment of the Enterprise and didn't notice. But he says, and on any event, let's just go back to Akazundu village, talk to the chief, let him know that Bismarck has been destroyed. And so I was like, okay, well, head back to the village. So we walk back to the Akazundu Vanu village, and as you approach the village, you get another cutscene, which, I should have left this open, is here. Difference of opinion. There is only one cutscene, and I'm going to go ahead and play that, and we'll see what that is.
Wait, something is amiss. Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once! And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken. Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? She who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azizla. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Okay, so now we have the actual Emperor of the Garlemald Empire out here as well, leading the expedition aboard his giant dreadnought airship. So, yeah, that's going to be a problem. So, after that, basically everybody decided that we need to head to Azizla as well, now that it's been revealed. And that is kind of what the next plan is. We just need to go ahead and talk to Cid in the Sea of Clouds to begin that particular stage of the story. But that's kind of where I originally stopped and where we are at right now. Unfortunate that I had the technical problem, but most of it was just cutscenes, so it was really easy to just go ahead and replay them. Alright, so for now, I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.